EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. So here's Ka'imi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go in our nation's capital. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They talk about this Giant defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Wilson. And that is incomplete. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now Wilson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
power. One left. Zebra. Go. I got this. Front left.
Again, Wilson. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At the 44-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
That's caught by Tucker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
As larger than the air attack has gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Geno. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Smith. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Here we go. 390%.
Now Geno. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, he was looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Geno now to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Easy, easy, easy. 390%.
Now Smith on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
0-0. Almost 280. 8.
Here's Wilson. That's caught by Tucker. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your...
There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Second and 10. At the 39-yard line.
In motion left comes Brown. Now Wilson. Touchdown Giants! Malik Neighbors, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To throw is Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Smith. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 30.
Here's Smith. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Smith. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, we go. Strike.
Smith now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a wall here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Giants.
Fine, 90. Reload. Got it. Hands up. Reload for a second. Hey, 0. Go.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
And 9 yards.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. Second and 14.
Smith. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 65 yards. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now it's Wilson. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
14. Good play. Go, 14. Good job right there. Good.
To throw is Wilson. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And the Giants first down.
14.
There's Wilson to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. De'Ami Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Smith. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to have
have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Smith throwing again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lane. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Geno. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Pushing his way inside the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
16 yards. That's another Washington.
Back to throw, Smith. Finds Gibbs on a check down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And, that would get a run-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, they took a big shot there for the end zone. And if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Hey, we go. 49, flip it off, 49. You ready to get set up? We're good.
Smith to throw. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
Giants 21,
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
14, 14, front that, front that. Front left. Go.
Wilson to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
1st down, New York.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Zebra.
Now Wilson. That's caught left side by Neighbors. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
14, 25. Good job right there. Go, 14.
Here's Wilson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And Saquon going to have a Giants 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
And the Giants 1st down.
Throwing now is Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have 1 last shot.
One left. Hey. Hey, 0.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Giants 48, Commanders 24. Naimi Fairbairn is set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Smith's going to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got him in. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially